Hello and welcome to Discot's guide to getting around Orlando without a car. Many people that go to Orlando decide the best way to get around is to hire a car. The theme parks are spread out, the shopping malls and outlets are not close to all the theme parks. The theme parks are not together, and if you're with a family, this might be the best option for you. However, there are other people who think, okay, well I really want to go to Orlando, but I don't want to hire a car, I don't drive. Personally, me, the idea of driving in America absolutely petrifies me, and it would take away all the enjoyment of the holiday. I've been to Florida and Orlando 3 times now, and I have never once hired a car, and I've been able to get around with different methods, which I'm going to discuss. Certainly if you book a package with many of the tour operators that are available in the United Kingdom, they will all come with transfers from the airport to your hotel, there and back, so when you arrive and then when you're going home. If you don't book a package, there are other options. The first one is obviously you can get a taxi. That can be slightly more expensive, I believe. Currently at the moment you can also use many of the apps that you call a car. Uber, one of the more popular ones. I've used this in Orlando and it's worked an absolute treat. It's been great. When we flew into Sanford, the likes of Uber were not available and we booked a taxi. We contacted the hotel who recommended the firm, and we pre-arranged a taxi to take us from Sanford to Lake Buena Vista, Orlando International, which is a lot closer to the tourist areas in and around Orlando. Now, when you're staying in Orlando, this is kind of crucial if you're looking at not driving, thinking about where you'll stay. So think about what you'll be doing more, where you'll be going. For example, we tend to spend most of our time in the Disney parks, so we prefer to stay in Lake Buena Vista. Now, quite a lot of hotels, especially in this area, run a free shuttle from the hotel to the Disney parks. They run roughly about every 30 minutes. And what you'll find is the hotels in certainly Lake Buena Vista Hotel Plaza Boulevard are linked, so there'll be a shuttle that goes to certain hotels, and they will collect you from your hotel and take you to the park. There are a number of buses that run, so there'll be one that goes, for example, to the Magic Kingdom, and so on and so on. And the buses run usually an hour after the park closes, so you can get back to your hotel after your day at Disney. They run all day long, so if you want to leave the parks earlier or you want to go to the park later in the day, you have that option. And again, it means that you're getting around the area without having to drive. Our hotel was really quite close to Disney Springs, so we also had the option of walking down to Disney Springs and then hooking up with the transportation that Disney provide to get to areas of the park. So for example, one day we walked down to Disney Springs and we went to the boardwalk. So we got a bus from Disney Springs to the boardwalk. We went for a meal in the boardwalk, and then we got a Disney boat. They've got boats that run from the boardwalk area to Hollywood Studios. So we did that. So it's definitely worth doing your research if that's the sort of thing you're looking to do. Now, obviously, if you're staying in Lake Buena Vista, which is close to Disney, and you're wanting to get to Universal and you're not driving, this can be slightly more tricky. But again, we used Uber. The Uber app is brilliant. Most hotels provide free Wi-Fi, which means you can connect and book your Uber. Now, you can either pre-book your Uber so that you can make it the night before, or you can just call an Uber car and it will tell you how long the Uber is going to take to arrive at the destination you want collected at. Now, it's also worth checking, there are mobile phone networks now in the UK who allow you to use your phone abroad and don't charge you for this. I was with one of these networks and it worked brilliantly for us, although I have to say there was free Wi-Fi in most of the parks and areas that we were visiting, so had we not had that, I think we probably would have still managed to call an Uber to come and collect us. We also used an Uber to get to the premium outlets. Again, look at, if you're going to premium outlets, what shops you want to visit, but also what's the nearest outlet to you, because what you'll find is that most of the outlets have very similar shops, but again, that is a personal choice. Now, we called an Uber as Universal was closing one night and they found us very quickly, even though it was chaotic. They found us. So if you're leaving the parks at a busy time, you still can get home. Bear in mind, if you're staying on Disney property and you're flying into Orlando International Airport, they have the Magical Express that will pick you up and take you to your Disney hotel. When you're booking your hotel, check that they run shuttles, check how the shuttle service works, where your hotel is there things you can get to walking. Certainly the hotels we stay at tend to be, you can walk, so for example you can walk to restaurants and a supermarket and shops, just convenience-y type stores. So getting around Orlando without a car really hasn't been an issue, and they're introducing new things all the time which make it easier for you. It makes it more relaxed. You don't have to worry about parking, you don't have to pay the parking fees. They can be quite expensive.